This conference will now be recorded.
For example, if you are using category, subcategory, or any dimension, this is the sale amount of sum of sale amount of subcategories. Okay, so when you select to average, it returns average sale amount. Average sale amount means what?
3 hours.
Count. So this is a count. So let's place a sales as well.
Max
So if you
quick
look at
3 hours. Hello.
yeah, wait. Okay, you're able to see
Oh,
the screen, right?
yes.
So this is a sale amount. This is the count of records. So you can take any count of subcategories or count of sales or anything. So this is a count of sales, I mean number of records for this subcategory. So this is the average sale amount. So usually average, how it was calculated, sum of sales by number of records. Okay, this is a sale amount division by 52036 is equal to 503. Okay, this is the average sale amount. What I asked for to identify average customer sales for each subcategory. This is the sale amount of the sub. This is a sale amount of various customers orders. Correct. I want to include customers average sale amount to each subcategory. To calculate that, first we have to write include customer. Okay. Let me write LOD. LOD is always starts with flower brace. This is a function. Okay, I am trying to find a customer name. I'm aggregating sales at a customer. So we know how include works. Include works to include a measure aggregation of the dimension which get included into the report level dimensions. Here measure aggregation is at a customer level. This get included into the report level dimension. In the report level we are using subcategory. Obviously it get included into report level dimensions. That is the reason sum of sales and include customer sales will return the same output. But when you are making the change in the aggregation to sum to average, what it returns, sum of sales division by number of customers. Why number of customers? The measure itself derived at customer name level. So customer sales for this cell, for this record, division by number of customers. So average of customer sales is 1,33,668 customer, 68 value. So each user, each customer under the bookcases, on average they sold amount of 1,33,668. Got it? So this is 4,96,000. So you can see all the values here. If you look at this average sales, number of records, sum of sales by number of records equal to this. Sum of sales by number of customers is equal to this. So we can also achieve this with a manual calculations. For example, manual LOD CLF. For example, what we are trying to identify, sum of sales division by what we have to write, count to D of customer name. The calculation is valid. Apply this. Let's drag it into the report. what it is returning? Same result. Got it? So instead of the LOD, there is an alternate to write calculations with your normal functions, but it should very clear. We should understand how to write the calculation. Got it? But this is also a way we can write a calculation. What I am writing? So as per my understanding, sum of sales of the customer get included into the report level dimension. Obviously, sum of sales will be same whenever you are using include into the report. Yes. For that, what you are doing here, the average calculated based on division by number of records. Here, average calculated based on division by number of customers. So count to distinct. Distinct count means what? Distinct customer count. There will be no duplicates. Duplicates cannot be calculated. So duplicates will be, for example, a customer had 10 transactions under book cases, so the customer will be considered as one, but in the customer name column he might be repeated for 10 times. That is a distinct. It reduces all the redundancy and takes only distinct count of the customer. Okay, and the result you can see here. So like this, the way we can able to write include LODs. Okay. Similarly, we can also write a LOD for exclude. So hmm, so we can aggregate the measure at required level dimension and including that level aggregation to the report level dimension. Aggregation to the report level. Whereas comes to the exclude, when you want to exclude specific dimension from your aggregation, yes, you can use exclude. We can exclude the measure aggregations from specific dimension levels. Okay, so it is quite opposite to include LOD, and moreover this is very rare. LOD we don't use until we get a right requirement. Okay, so for example, these two are quite opposite. Include, which includes measure aggregation to the report level. Exclude, which excludes the measure aggregation from the report. For example, and also include and exclude will return same result. When both will give same result? When we exclude remaining all dimensions apart from dimensions included in include LOD will give the same result of include and exclude. Let me write one calculation. Okay, so what is this include LOD? We have include customer, we have, right? Customer name, sum of sales. Okay, now I am writing a calculation for exclude. Which aggregation, which dimension level I want to exclude? I want to exclude remaining all dimensions. What all the dimensions? For example, let me write it. Category, comma, city, comma, country or let's close this bit. I'm removing this because as part of the cross database and we used, but we don't want that. Okay, now I'm writing a calculated field. Exclude LOD. So what I want to exclude, I'm going to specify all the dimensions. Category, comma, city, comma, country or region, customer ID, order data, order ID, postal code, product ID, product name, region, row ID, segment, ship date, ship mode, state or province. One second. Okay, so hope I have mentioned all the details, right? Except a customer name. Let's apply this. So if you look at when I mentioned all the other dimensions, so what happens? It has to be exclude value of remaining all the dimensions. Correct? So what is the stale amount of the business? 23, 26, 574, 23, 26, 534. Okay. It is executing. Okay. Let me remove customer ID from here. Category, city, country, postal code. Let's apply this. So if you look at still it is running at business level sales. So if you remove the customer also, what it returns? It returns the business sale only. Category, subcategory, if you exclude, what happens? Uh, mm, Let me exclude the product ID, product name, category. I mean, hmm. So if you look at, I mean, the combination of the data. So customers usually order the products, right? So I am excluding that data from this exclude LOD. So in the exclude, what I mentioned, except the products and the customer, I have specified remaining all the dimensions. Now what is happening? When I mention this exclude option, sum of sales aggregation getting excluded from the list specified here. Okay, when you are dragging this to the report, what happens? It will excludes specified dimension level aggregation, and it get executed at remaining dimensions which was not mentioned here. Remaining dimensions what were not mentioned here? I did not mention category, subcategory, product and customer, correct? So when when I did not mention about those three type of dimensions, what happens? Obviously this is going to be executed at that level dimension. So similar to the include, it is getting executed. That's the reason this exclude is returning the same result. Got it? So this is the way we should understand the exclude LOD. So if you are eliminating one dimension, even you don't understand whether it is executing at other level dimensions or not. For example, here when I excluded only customer name, what is happening there? For remaining all dimensions, it is getting executed. When remaining all dimensions it is executing, it is returning the business sale amount, because you already it considers like all the, I mean it excluded sum of aggregation for all the dimensions. That is the reason I have removed group of dimensions which belongs to the customer and product, because in the report I am using category and subcategory, correct? So I have removed category and subcategory so that my exclude will going to execute at category and subcategory. So I have to execute this LOD at category and subcategory, and also to match up with the customer, I mean include LOD, I have to remove the include as well here. So when I remove all of those, what happens? It is getting executed similar like include LOD. Got it? So I think we can use a product name. We'll test this. We have to mention comma. Okay, it is returning the same product ID as well. So if you look at except customer name, category and subcategory, I have mentioned remaining all dimensions here. So obviously whatever we are using here, category, subcategory and customer, so it similarly it executing like include LOD. Hope you understand this, correct? So like this the way we should understand when you're writing exclude. Moreover, exclude is very rare LOD. We don't use exclude LODs. We don't get such requirements. Okay, so whenever you get a requirement to exclude your measure aggregation to specific dimensions, okay, you can make the list like this based on the client requirement. Okay, that's one thing. And next, this is about exclude LODs. So till now we have discussed about LODs, level of detail expressions. There are three type of LODs: include, exclude, and fixed LOD. So if you look at order of operations, if you look at order of operations in Tableau, extract filters, data source filters, context filters, we missed only extract filters. We discussed remaining filters, correct? Dimensions and measures, table calculations, next we are going to discuss that. Okay, if you look at sets, conditional filters, top and fixed LODs, these will be executed after context. So dimension filters does not impact on the fixed LOD because dimension filter get executed after the context filter execution. Okay, and after fixed LOD only dimension filter executed. So obviously include, exclude LODs, data blending filters, everything will impacted by this dimension filters. Okay, so next, table calculated filters are the last filters, so which is executed at report level measures. Okay, this is category and subcategory level sales. So till now we discussed about live connection. In the next class we'll discuss about extract connection. So before to that, we'll create one Tableau online cloud accounts. So you can Google it, Tableau online sign up. So if you guys in computer, can you please sign up with your mail IDs? మీ దగ్గర జీమెయిల్ అకౌంట్స్ ఉన్నాయి కదా?
Yes, ma'am.
సో ఒకసారి క్విక్ గా మీరు మీ ఒకసారి సైన్ అప్ అకౌంట్స్ క్లౌడ్ కి సైన్ అప్ అవుతారా టాబ్లూ ఆన్లైన్ కి?